More and more of this woke virus is spreading throughout campus, and more college students are protesting, and it is spreading. This is crazy. Welcome to Verbal on Life. My name is Noel, battling MS. And in this episode, I want to take a look at what's happening across New York right now. And not just New York, I think a bunch of college campuses are protesting, and it's getting out of hand. You know, this is all, in my opinion, part of the woke virus. And we got to take a look and do something about it, because if this keeps going on, the next politic election is going to be crazy. Let's take a look.
Verbal or life.
All right, let's see here.
And it is growing by the day.
Fox team coverage starts now. Karl Rove and Juan Williams on how this is impacting Biden's re-election chances.
But first, let's get to Alexis McAdams. She's live at New York University for us. Alexis, what are you seeing there at NYU today?
Hey, Sandra and John. Well, out here at NYU, we haven't seen any protesters just yet, though we know there are some planned events throughout this afternoon. I'm going to walk you with you this way here at NYU and show you what we're seeing here on the ground. This is in front of the business school, okay? So this is where the tents were popping up. Now what's here? Well, these huge wooden boards to try and prevent more protests. And things got pretty out of control the other night. Watch this.
Now, a lot of people don't like to look at Fox News because the other lines, the other TV shows, the other TV shows are not showing the truth, what's really happening out there. Like, this looks crazy.
So that new video shows protesters chasing after NYPD officers at NYU after I'm told that those officers made an arrest when the protesters just wouldn't get out of there. Investigators are telling me this afternoon that the crowd grew angry and violent after they had handcuffed a protester. They were trying to take that protester back away from police, so the investigators had to go into the building for safety reasons. So that just kind of shows you what the officers have been dealing with, right? So wasn't just that. Somebody also threw a chair at police as they tried to clear the scene here at NYU. It was thrown so hard, I'm told, that it smashed an officer's riot helmet that he had on. Police telling me they believe there are professional agitators in the crowd. These people know what they're doing. They're trying to cause trouble out here, according to the NYPD. They're now looking into also the possibility, John and Sandra, that an outside group could be funding these protests across the city. So back out here live.
Seriously, like, who's funding these people? Where are they getting the money to do all of this? This is insane. And you got to think, in my opinion, it's evil is funding this. People want to see this country destroyed because there's so many people that really hate to see others doing good. And this is crazy.
At NYU, another look here in front of the business school. You can see those boards are up, as also there's more activity happening at Columbia University, where the calls for that president of the university are growing louder and louder each day. House Speaker Mike Johnson set to meet with Columbia Jewish students this afternoon. And this morning, things escalated outside of those gates with anti-Israel chants. So now many are questioning who's organizing this movement, pointing out that these tents are pretty similar, right, at campuses across the country, even though they're hundreds of miles apart. So who's paying for it is the question. The NYPD and the mayor of New York City say the agitators are bringing in weapons, those tents, and trying to ignite the confrontation with police. So back at her live at NYU, we're waiting to see what events are planned for the day. But as you guys know from watching this, right, since pretty much October across New York City and across the country, these protests pop up quick and they grow just as fast. So that's why these boards, these universities are hoping could keep things under control. Back to you.
Alexis, live there at NYU for us. A lot more coming up on that. Alexis, thank you. John.
So, Sandra, what are the political ramifications of all of this? Let's bring in our panel.
Let me just say, man, if this keeps going, we're looking at some crazy, crazy times right now. And I don't see Biden getting reelected after all of this happens. This is just insane. Let's take a look at a different video that I found showing what's really happening in New York City. It says here your browser lost connection with the screen audio. All right, the audio is not working. So I'm not going to continue playing the video because the audio is not working. But these New York City protests are really getting out of hand. The only thing the only positive thing I can say is this is all going to help Trump, because at the end of the day, all this civil unrest is going to get blamed on the current administration. So I think this is all just going to help out Trump. They got Trump in trial, and now they got all this civic unrest happening across different colleges. I mean, the audio is not working. I don't know why, but we could take a look at the video. Look at the protest. These kids, man, they really need to be sent out of school, or the parents need to switch them to a different school where they don't protest, because going to college costs money. This is insane. How much money are they spending on police officers to take care of this? So I don't know why the audio is not working. They're throwing bottles. That's crazy. Look at the tents. How illegal is that? How woke do you really got to be to let this happen? So they're stopping airports, they're stopping traffic, and now schools. So all these protesters just gotta do their things, and the police, all they could do is wait. When something extreme happens. Look at all these protesters. Wow. People taking advantage of the good times, of the fact that the police are not going to do anything extreme. Colombia, Columbia, NYU, and even Yale. These kids, man, they really get to push the buttons. So I don't know what's wrong with the audio. It says that the audio is not connecting with StreamYard. So all I'm gonna say is this: we are living in some interesting times, and let's just sit back and watch the chaos and the all the craziness that's happening all around the country. So she just said it's Yale, Harvard, or Columbia. They stopping traffic, and they're lucky, in my opinion, that it's happening in the United States, because anywhere else, man, and you have a lot of people hurt. People get punched in the face and everything, and it gets really, really chaotic. And what's today? Today is Wednesday. Trump doesn't go to court, so maybe he will do a couple of what's it called, polling places, not polling, but campuses, and he'll go talk and campaigning for him to win over the presidency. Since you only got Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, so you only get 3 days a week to campaign, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow, Thursday, the Supreme Court is going to take up his appeal, but at the same time, he can't go because you got to go to New York. He can't miss any trial dates in New York because then he'll get arrested. If he gets arrested, Trump is going to win in a landslide. I think a lot of people said it. A lot of people know it. There's no way you could arrest that man. But I don't even know if the audio is picking up. So I'm going to leave the video right there because the audio is giving me problems. I'm going to try to find another video to share with you guys, but I really wanted to share that one. The unrest is happening across colleges. I think once one school did it, all the other Ivy League schools are copying. And that's what we have now. A bunch of schools just protesting and going out into the streets. And it looks like predominantly women are the ones coming out. And then you got the boyfriends supporting them, the betas. You know, bad choice, bad decision. Because the females, we support them. But it looks like a bunch of women just coming out there yelling and protesting. What's going on? Comment below. Welcome to Verbal on Life. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a like. And let's spread the word. All right? I'm going to continue doing live streams and uploading videos. Let's see if we could pick up some momentum with your help. With that said, I'm going to go fix the audio. I hope you guys heard everything I said. Peace.
Verbal or life.